God. Welcome back, welcome back. I don't even want to do this. I'm fucking tired. Taking an extra day off work. But, oh man, like, I see things, I hear people say things, and then I think, and then, since people may not know these things that I may know, I don't want people to be not knowing. So, without further ado, me versus TikTok idiots.
Yo, in today's video, we'll be looking at creepy TikTok conspiracy theories that will make you question reality.
Can I blow your mind right now? Okay, where did the moon come from? Let that sink in.
The Earth.
So, scientists can't agree on the origin of the moon or its purpose. The only thing they can agree on is the fact that it's younger than the Earth, which means at some point the moon arrived. Now, as far as we can tell, the moon serves no purpose. It has no atmosphere, it can't sustain life.
Just because somebody has glasses on, a really good microphone, really good headphones, and, sounds like he's smart. See, I sound like an idiot, I know. But I'm not. He sounds smart, but he's a fucking idiot. This moron just said the moon has no purpose. Like scientists haven't, discovered long ago that it helps move the ocean tides. And, it has its own type of light. And that, doesn't have purpose? You mean to tell me, if we take all these fucking lights away, right? All of man's shit, and you take it all away, you're telling me that moon won't be the greatest light source at nighttime you ever seen, and you'd be thankful every fucking day that it was up there because, you can't see in the fucking dark? But it has no purpose. You know how stupid that sounds? I'm done with the shenanigans. I'm done with these fucking droids you put up here and these... Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. These fakes. My father said he made the Earth first, and then he made the Great Lights. So, yeah, you're right. The Earth was here first. My father said he made it first, and that he made the moon and the sun. And it has a purpose to the seasons. Like yin and yang, the two things have to fucking exist, and one has to do one thing and one has to do the opposite. One's in the light, one's in the dark, and you can't live without having both of them. You see how it's not all about negative and positive and bad and good? No, it's two power sources, and without you take one away and you throw the whole balance off. Like a clock, it has two hands. Take one of the hands away, and what do you got? What time is it? Oh, is that why the moon and the sun? To help us know what time it was? Because back in the day we didn't have digital watches and stupid shit? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just a fool. I'm just a man. I know not. This is just things I think of. I don't know the answers.
And Earth is the only planet in the solar system that has only one moon. But what if the arrival of the moon wasn't some cosmic accident? What if it was an act of benevolence? What if the moon was given to us by a, let's just call it, race of hyper-intelligent beings from beyond the reaches of our planet?
It's the Death Star. What y'all think? Yo.
The Death Star. Star Wars. Master fucking Windu. You dumbasses. That's another thing I would like for some scientist guy explain to me. You can see on other planets and how many moons they got, right? You can go to space and send all these. You can do all these things, right? But you don't know who's selling drugs. You mean you can see 10 billion years away, but you don't know how to stop crime? Okay, I believe you.
The moon,
I believe you. You can do it. Now, I don't know who this person is, but my readings and shit keep mentioning an Oriental person and someone getting roughed by their family and used and about to get go see my father. And then I hear this, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
right there. All y'all brothers. Today's video is brought to you by DIY OJ. Use code RIGHT7X to get 10% off your custom jersey today.
Tay just made an Instagram post and said that her and her brother are still alive and not to believe what her parents are saying. Guys, make sure and click the plus sign. I'm going to have more on this. Sound off in the comments and tell me what you...
Now, I do a lot of talking about, like, if your parents abuse you, it's not normal. And I know some parents just, they don't like you. It's understandable. They don't fucking like you. A little runt, you're what you... whatever. But some of these parents are, they're crazy. Crazy doesn't pick a fucking race. Or, it doesn't just say, I'm gonna attack black people. Crazy goes everywhere.
think. I'm just going to dive in and show you exactly what's going on.
Yeah, what is
and here's
going
the
on?
post. It says, and this is from account Termani. So it says, to be clear, I am not unalived. I don't have access anymore to Little Tay Instagram account. My sister and I were winning our case. This is the case about abuse between them and the parents. It was just a couple of days before we got it all back. All of her social media and come out about the truth. Me and Tay are not unalived. We don't got access to the account. Our parents want us gone off the internet, but we will not go away. This is our new account for now. They are spreading misinformation. We are not unalived. They're the only one that got access to the account. Do not believe it. Our parents took...
I deem thee Catwoman. Welcome to the club of, like weird shit going on. And you're like, yo, I gotta fucking do some shit. Gotta use this internet to my advantage.
Everything, and they A-worded Tay hard. All we ask is to share this post to your story and follow this account. More updates in a couple hours. But then this came up on the stories, and it says, I've decided to go live on Instagram as soon as we hit 25,000 followers. Everybody needs to hear the truth. We are not unalived. Share this story as to many people as possible to follow. What I find weird is this sounded like first it was Little Tay writing, and then it sounded like it was somebody else writing. So the first person, third person seemed to be going back and forth. Am I the only one that saw that, or am I just seeing that weird?
It's a little bit confusing.
On top of that, this account went way past that. I think it's at 61,000 followers and growing. And so far, there's no live. So then that begs the question, is this really Little Tay, or is this just somebody trying to capitalize off of this and grow an Instagram channel, which people do awful things. But there are some interesting theories and some weird evidence that would suggest Little Tay is still alive with us. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that Little Tay, or is Little Tay still here and her parents are doing something weird, or is this a PR stunt? Send off the comments, click the plus sign. I've got more coming.
Unalive us.
I wanted to come on here and show you guys this that I saw, heard, and read about. I didn't believe it. And I was like, there's no way. This is cheese that I just took out of the fridge.
Oh, she take her job serious.
Plainly see
She got them wheelchair gloves
I
on.
just opened it. So, when you burn it, you hear that?
What is that?
It's plastic, people. It's not melting.
Oh, we are eating plastic cheese, plastic rice. I knew I didn't like cheese on my hamburger for a reason. My wife was tripping.
It makes you want to why.
Yep, I do not like cheese like that, man. You can't trust nothing. They be pushing that agenda for real.
I'm going to show y'all why this scene explains so much of the pain I've experienced in my back. This may be tough for a lot of people to hear, but I'm going to explain my experience with nanoparticles.
What she's showing is the scene from The Matrix when Neo wakes up and the agents take him in the room and they put that robot in him, in his stomach. You remember that? And then they made his mouth melt where he didn't have a mouth anymore. Remember that? And they put that tracking device in him. How come everybody talks about the Matrix but don't bring up that? How come everybody talks about being fucking Neo but don't talk about I'm the one, they put something inside me, they're fucking with my brain, they're trying to keep me in illusion where I don't know who I am? Because you know that's what was wrong with Neo. He was working a regular day job. He's a regular guy. He was a regular guy. And he used to work on like computer programs or some shit like that. And Morpheus found him and said, "Wake the fuck up, dummy."
Alien implants, AI implants, all of that. This video is not real for entertainment purposes, scripted. Yeah, let's get into it. So in the last video, I explained to y'all the fourth dimension and how things work in the unseen world. For as long as I can remember, I've always had back pain. But it was a very weird back pain. It would always be two spots, like almost like dots in my back that would hurt so bad. And through my teenage years, I always just thought it was normal. Maybe it was because of my chest. I think I was like 15 when they told me that I had like a muscle growing over another muscle in my back that's somehow connected to my ribs. I don't know. So but they basically couldn't help me saying that, oh, my body hasn't fully grown yet, so we'll just see what happens when you get older. Which was bullcrap because, you know, I don't trust hospitals, but whatever. So then I started having more conversations about it with people who operate in the fourth dimension and actually can see multi-level things. Moving forward, I just want to let y'all know I'm not getting paid. This is not for promo. This is none of that. This is actually me experiencing this. So I talked to Esoteric and...
She could be lying. I don't know. I could be lying.
I talked to Makita.
But I ain't saying
and they both were explaining to me that there could be something 4D going on with me having physical effects, which was a AI nano parasite. I'm not gonna lie, at first it was like, okay, what? Like, I don't have a parasite AI bot inside of me. But when you all out of options, you're gonna try as much as you can to fix anything. Okay, so they both...
I wonder. Because you know nanobots are like so small you can put it in a needle, right?
Said, we're going to help you remove this. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Anyways, I go into the meditation where, you know, I start to feel the pain, the balls. No cap, when I was in that meditation, I could feel somebody pulling something out of my back, trying to pull this ball out. In the midst of my meditation, I'm like, y'all really, like, helping me pull this out. Like, this is actually happening. Like, they weren't physically there, but they were there. After that was over with, I started to feel tingly rushes going up my back. I try to involve y'all as many spiritual experiences that I can. It just felt like them literally pulling out a parasite or a tapeworm or a bug out of me. Before making this video, I even waited a week just to see if I would still feel that pain or like if it was completely gone, but it's gone. Like I don't feel it anymore when I go into meditation. I can fully take deep breaths. Like it's amazing what I experienced. It's like all of the energy that was stuck at the bottom of my back literally just came up and I just became a whole new person, really. Hit them up. And this is her Instagram. This is his Instagram. You can hit them up and you can also hit up...
That made me think of what happened when Neil was awake. Remember those big robots when they was outside the Matrix? And they were in Zion's tunnels, the sewers or whatever the fuck. Remember the sperm, like, you know, tentacle ball things? The robots. Didn't Neil say, no? So, could you do that to what's inside you if you wake up? I wonder.
Everybody that lives in the United States uses the currency of the dollar. I need you to listen to me right now. So if you haven't been hearing this rumor of $1 equals to 55 brick dollars, right? So I had to go do some digging and do some research to make sure this was true. So I go to Coinbase to see and add it up, and 93 cents equals to this. yeah, that means that a loaf of bread is going to be $20. Y'all remember when they said our dollar dropped, right? We done already gave y'all.
Sound of horns. Do you understand that the Bible said one day men are going to have to work a whole fucking day for a loaf of bread? You're going to work a whole day's day and you're only going to buy a loaf of bread. My father was lying.
Warning on August 1st.
He's a liar.
This is not a game, nor is it a
He's
drill.
a liar.
In a couple days, shit finna get real. Leave a comment on what y'all think about our dollar dropping.
The Lord's a liar.
Hit that plus button.
I'm a
Stay
liar.
tuned. I'm going to enlighten.
I don't know what's
Yeah,
real.
we've been saying for a while that the dollar into
What
that
you
type of
just saw
stuff.
was biblically accurate. God's word says that we live under a firmament that divides us from the waters above the firmament. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters." And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. If you look in the original Bible, the word is rakia, which is the firmament, an extended solid surface, the vault of the heavens supporting the waters above. Look what it says here, flat as base. Looks a lot like this. Let God be true, but every man a liar. I'm here to tell you what the Bible said.
Oh, my father said, even I am a liar. Even when I tell the truth, I lie. Even when I lie, I tell the truth. Isn't that what Scarface said? See, I understand that. It means we're all idiots and we all don't know the truth about everything. So when you speak sometimes, you're going to be lying by mistake because you don't know the truth. But you're trying. Get it? He's the one. He's the truth. He's the law. You just don't get it. And quick little thing. I love this guy. I see this guy up here a lot. I guess on TikToks and other men like him of other races using the Bible to prove it to be true and stuff and ripping shop with it. I love it. Cause this is not a my people are the book holders. We were supposed to take everybody from every race under the wing and be like, alright, dog, here you go. Now go to your people and be fucking the one. So, you know what I mean? It's called spreading out. It's school. But start teaching who Israelites are. Start teaching the curses. Start teaching about how the Lord said his special people are going into slavery and nobody's going to know who they are in the last days. And we need to figure out who they are. Because it's part of the whole getting saved thing. Not too many people do that when they pick my father's book up for some reason.
Okay.
Undeniable evidence that we do live under a dome or the firmament. Now, first of all, why is it that every single ancient culture and society all depicted the dome and the flat earth? Even the Masons did that. Here's us.
This is a radical idea. I just want to throw it out there.
Let's hear it.
Hear me out.
Come on.
Could it be because ancient cultures didn't have something that came about in the modern age, something we call a space program? I mean, they couldn't even fly. Not.
Okay, we can't prove they could fly, right? Because, we can't find the ships or whatever they had. But, you know what I seen in something called Acapulco or some shit in Mexico or wherever the fuck down in South America or somewhere. And it's all over everywhere anyway. Regular people made really mile-long pictures that you can only see if it's a picture if you're in the sky. If you're on the land, it's just a big fucking ditch or mount or whatever the fuck it's. So, who the fuck were they doing that for? They were making a picture they can't ever see. Or were they making a picture for someone to look down and say, good job. Good fucking job, bro. I like that. That's what I wanted right there. I wanted you to make that right there. So maybe we couldn't fly. Maybe we still knew that the Most High was up there and his angels could fly. You know? And, you know, there's like all these Indian texts and the Ekamish, the Bible of Gilgamesh and all these other people that's way older than the Bible, right? And they say that people were flying back then. And they say they had space programs too. They you know what's better than a space program? See, when I read the ancient shit, they had a Star Wars. Yeah, that's what all that old shit's about. Star Wars. That's what they literally talk about. The gods and the see the Ragnaroks and the Thors and shit, that's down here. That's the gods, the man gods, and having demigods. But when you go back past them, they're fighting in space and on Earth. They're fighting in the heavens. You get it? So, what? Everyone's lying everywhere? Fuck out of here, dog. Who you talking to?
He don't know. That's all I'm going.
Look at that weather vane right here. Okay? This is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 people standing in front of a weather vane.
You gotta see this so it makes sense when I start talking. It's a big arrow and a ball. A big arrow that you would shoot from a bow and arrow, and it's connected to a ball.
That's made out of gold. And
that's made out of solid gold.
This was enormous weather vane made out of wrought copper and all gold leaf on top of a church in Illinois. Okay, 10 people, you see that, the size of that? Sitting on top of a church. Now, when I look at churches, and I've seen churches and attended a church, there's usually a cross on top of the church. Mm-hmm. I have never in my life in Illinois, especially even being from Illinois, never in my life have seen something like that on top of a church.
Me either.
Ever. And that is an arrow and an orb. So
it's in America. It's on a church. Holy grounds. Right? And it's a big solid gold with an arrow on it. And somehow a whole bunch of Indians went bye-bye. Mysteriously. Never to be seen again.
You know, you have to sit and think, well, why was that on top of a church? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so now let's...
Because it wasn't a church. Now was it?
Take it a step further, because now we're going to go...
Fill me in, because I don't know.
So then we go into the other side of this book, and we go to the City Hall of Lawrence, Massachusetts. So now we're Lawrence, Massachusetts, and we're at the City Hall. So the political building has a weather vane on top of it, and it is the largest in the world, okay? And it is out of copper, and it was put on top of the roof of Massachusetts to replace the one which used to be there. Okay, so let me show you the other.
So there was a big arrow made of solid gold, and now there's a copper thing with like a horseshoe. I don't know what happened. What happened? What happened? Do you know what happened? I don't live there. I don't know what happened.
Hey, we might live on Mars.
Movie scenes that reveal the truth.
Hold on, y'all. get some on my glasses. Back in action.
There was that ant that stood up.
Sound the horns.
To me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant.
You're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this?
It's one of my favorite movies as a kid.
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
Yo, that's truly the government now.
This ascension shit is getting wild. So this planetary energetic shift that has been happening over the past few months is starting to fucking speed up. Here are some things you can notice. You feel tired. You tired? Don't want to work. You don't want to do anything, eh? I know. Your vision is fucking distorted. Like my eyes today, I just want to close them. I don't want to look at anything. 3.
That's how I've been feeling all day. Called out of work. And then I turned this video on and seen the shenanigans. I was born to defy you people. You're idiots. You say stupid shit. I don't even have to defy a 5-year-old with a fucking science. A 5-year-old science education could fucking sit here and do the same thing. It's ridiculous.
Headaches. Why not? 4. Nausea. I've been experimenting this. I'm like, why the fuck do I feel like gagging right now? People don't understand with their logical physical mind, and I am not a scientist, so I'm not gonna show you fucking diagrams and shit so your physical mind can be like, that makes sense. You're an energetic being. Different vibrational frequencies hold different currents. Imagine one's red, one's orange, one's pink. Imagine it's different colors, okay? The best explanation I can give you so you understand. Imagine that we've been like operating through different colors and now we're shifting to operate on the same colors all at once. We're just like fucking combining and we're like going full force. Your physical vessel, your third dimensional body.
Sounds good.
What's happening? Oh, shit, what's happening? This is what's happening. Stop telling yourself you have to suck it up or something's wrong with you. Maybe you need to see a therapist. Maybe you need help. Maybe something's wrong with you. Nothing's fucking wrong with you. It's just they don't want to talk about it on the news because they don't want you to know about it. Because they don't want you to know anything. So you think you're going fucking crazy because you're like, I don't feel normal. I don't feel like I did like 5 years ago. What's going on? One day at a time is all I can offer you because that's what I'm offering myself. There's days that I feel super creative and in flow. And today, y'all, the pressure is here and I just feel like yuck. I'm going to send you a big, big energetic hug from afar, probably very far. But just know that I am with you. You're not alone in this. Every time I make a video like this, people are like, wow, I'm so glad I'm not by myself. You're never by yourself. We're all connected. We're all together in this thing. So let's get it.
Am I the only one saying how they...
We're all going through something.
People in the world. You got this, people acting like this on airplanes. Yeah, I feel you.
Rashad Jamal was right now.
I did have video footage of someone rolling themselves up the block. And that same person tried to attack me at my job.
You remember when he was talking about these walk-ins that's supposed to be walking in? Yeah, how we supposed to have these high-dimensional creatures and these low-dimensional creatures that's supposed to be coming in at the same time. Yeah, and the people who aren't vibing at a certain frequency, their minds will literally be consumed by these low vibrational entities. Yeah, I think that's happening right now. We have humans that are turning into dogs. There are people literally losing their
I say I'm the wolf god and shit, but it's not because I think I'm actually an animal. When I play things and it says you're half animal, it's a mind state. It's a way of thinking. Animals do things. That's what make them what, you know?